It's the weight that people carry on their shoulders. It's all the things that you have to do. Oh, you better do this. All that weight stacks up. And over time, you're going to have, that's why people have midlife crises. That's why people have breakdowns. That's why people are fine one day and then you put one plate and then it all comes crumbling down. And you're like, what's wrong with that person? Oh, I wonder. It seems like they have a lot on their plate. And while people are slowly gaining empathy for these situations, you got to realize that it's that it starts in the mind. It's the left side of your brain that's overthinking, that's overcomplicating, that's putting all this weight on your shoulders. And if you're not aware yet, your brain actually burns 90% of the calories. Your brain is a supercomputer. The more you're using it, the faster you're burning fuel. And so this is why Jesus talked about the brain makes an excellent servant, but a terrible master. But we've been programmed here in the West to let our mind be the master instead of our heart, instead of our soul. And so, while it's not that out there, you do have to realize that you don't have to carry this weight around. And in fact, I'm realizing that the weight that I think I have to carry around when I wake up and I have to do this, or I got to get a song done, or, that heaviness transfers into my art. And then people don't want to watch my videos. People don't want to hear my music. And I can't even be creative. I can't even reach a flow state when I'm in that heaviness. Ugh. So realizing that, your beliefs, and that's ultimately what the weight is that people are carrying on their shoulders, is the beliefs that they have to work 2 jobs, that they have to struggle, that they have to be miserable to exist. And they got that from their parents. And they got that from their parents. And they pushed it down. And now it's holding people back. And they don't know why. Because it's a belief that's invisible. It's nothing you can see out here. It's within here. Oh, I have to do this. I have to. There's no other way. Miracles aren't normal. Jesus will save us one day. No, that time is now. There's only right now. Jesus is coming back when? Now. Within you. No, he's not. You gotta come down from the sky. No. He's gonna rise from you the second you stop hanging him on the cross. Oh, I'll take control. Oh, crap. Taking control this far. Look where it's got you, man. Girl, dog, cat, however you identify. But the whole world, that's why there's that heaviness in the world right now. It's the beliefs, it's the powers in high places. Jesus said our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in high places and spiders in the air. So, and that's beliefs. That's what it comes down to. And it's the belief that you have to work hard. And I'm not saying that that's a bad belief. That's a good belief to have, just to work hard in general. But aligned action is always going to be 1,000,000 times better and have 1,000,000 better results than unaligned action. And your beliefs are the building blocks of reality. They're the construct of this reality. And I'm not telling you to change your beliefs. I'm not even saying to question your beliefs, because that's a hard thing to do. But if you want to get somewhere else in life, it might be a good idea. Be like, maybe I just deserve love because I'm love. Maybe I just deserve to be rich because I bring richness into other people's lives. And while a lot of people can't comprehend that, it's really that simple. The problem is they go back into the old mindset after a day, after a month. Like, see, the old reality took over again. This always happens. Yeah, that's beliefs in the story that you're telling yourself that are magically creating your reality, man. It's like a spell. Well, man, maybe magic's real after all. Maybe we have all been casting spells and putting hexes on ourselves without even realizing it. Maybe. More like, really? People have been putting hexes on themselves. Magic isn't so hocus pocus out there. They just programmed you to think like that. Hollywood. A wand. Oh my god. Magic is right in front of your face. It's the thoughts that you're speaking. This is magic. This is magic. Spelling. I love you. I love myself. Oh, I hate myself. I always do bad. You know, that's spells. And then the more you spell that into the air, into thoughts, the more that governs your life, you know? It's hard. I know. But it's not hard. That's the paradox. When you're feeling it's hard, you're making it hard. But in reality, it's easy. And when you're in a state of alignment, everything flows together. The business opportunities, the sales, the person you desire to ask out, the opportunities at work align themselves naturally. But you got to give up control. You got to let go. Let God take control of the wheel. Whoa, what the hell, God? What the hell? Slap me? Maybe don't give him that much control, damn it. But you get what I mean? It's, you're letting yourself become. You're letting yourself unfold. You're stepping into the unknown. You're following your highest excitement. It's not like, oh, what am I passionate about? That's how I'm going to make money. No. What's your highest excitement? Follow your bliss. Because what you love to do, man, is rich. And when you love to do something and other people see you doing it, they love you. They vibe with you. You know, even if you're not passionate about a subject, but someone else is passionate. Oh my god, it's cool. It's like, wow, this person's in a state of love, and richness are connected. Look at all the richness all around us. Those blackberries. Shoot, I'm from Arizona, so out here, bro, I could survive. I've been vegan for 10 years. I survive on blackberries and cattails. And that's the way nature intended it. And so, because we're disconnected with nature, we can't see the wealth all around us. And it's sad. It's sad. Especially if you live in a metropolitan area, in the city, New York City. But there's always places to get out in nature. There's always places to connect. If you're not supposed to be in a place, you need to get the hell out of there anyways. Find a place of alignment. Find a place that makes you shine. Even if you're the poorest person there, it's better that way because eventually you'll be one of the rich people. You know, you become an average of the 5 people you hang around with most. And so we're all connected. The elements, the magic, the air, the thought is all not pseudoscience, is not out there. But the dark magician has taken a hold in America. Got us all ashamed. Got us all in pain. Got us all poor. But that's not what God intended. And so, connect with nature. Connect with yourself. Go to the places that make you shine. Go to the places that make you align. Do the things that make you shine. Do the things that make you feel aligned. Do the things that make you feel lighter. Give, not out of receiving, not out of, oh, I hope people like this. Give out of loving what you do, following your bliss, and every moment allowing God to take control instead of trying to figure it all out. You're never, ever going to figure it out up here. This is a computer. This is a surfing the metalwork. I might get there one day. You know how many years I spent in thought, in air? You know, for decades, nothing happened in reality. This Jeremiah, Geronimo, Jeremy was condemned to hell. He was stuck in the lower dimensions. He couldn't get out. But then he found Jesus. But not the Jesus they teach in church. The Jesus within, man. The calling. The deepest expression of the character that you currently are. What is that? Do you even know yourself? What is the highest potential of whatever your name is? Is it accepting a miserable life? Is it, well, at least I get to drink on the weekend. Run away from my problems. Yeah, until you turn 50, 60, and you have a midlife crisis, or you have a health problem, and you're like, okay, maybe I should change. So you can either go with the flow, go with the light, step into the unknown, or eventually God's just going to smack you into the unknown. So I would suggest going with it because it's a lot funner, it's a lot easier, it's a lot lighter when you're going with God than if you're trying to control things, trying to think things, thinking that you're still separate, thinking that there's still an outer universe, man. Once you align the inner, everything aligns on the outside. And the only times things get out of whack are when you get out of alignment. When you drink too much, you stay up too late, you don't get enough sleep, the plates stack up. And then pretty soon, oh, I'm back to where I used to be. I'm poor. I'm not worthy of love. Or whatever it is. I'm that. Whatever it is, that's that old reality. That's just for a moment, and you identify with it as if it's permanent. But you're always changing. And so, allow yourself to know that time doesn't exist. Whenever you fall back in that old density, that lower density, it's because you're in that lower density that you're seeing from that perspective. But then if you raise your consciousness, the chakras, the rainbow, it's not that far out there, people. And you could even just feel, because this is the spinal column is the electrical thing in your brain, in your body. And while I'm not going to go into every single detail right now, there's a lot of different things to get the energy moving. But every person is different. And every situation is different. There's been times where smoking marijuana has helped align my chakras. Literally. Transform my life. Does it suck to need something? Yes, it does. But to understand where you're lacking, to understand that, oh, you're down here, but there's this up here to begin with, is why the plants are here to begin with. And so I'm not saying depend upon anything. And of course, you're going to go through your own evolution. But use the tools around you. Watch the videos. You could do whatever you want to do. There's no rules. There's nothing bad. So be thankful. It doesn't matter what you do. Be thankful. Whatever gets you aligned, be thankful for it. Be loving for it. Resist nothing. And so I think we're going to end it there. We did have a couple of parts where we went off on little tangents. We're trying to make more sense, man. I guess we can't try to make more sense. But it's easier, even though it's very hard. The only reason it's very hard is because that perception, the belief, that the unknown, the weight of the world, that thought. But it all starts within the mind. It all starts within the air. So whenever your thoughts, your feelings, your body starts feeling down in the dumps, you can choose to let it get way down there, and then you have to climb your way up to heaven. Climb Jacob's ladder. Or you can catch yourself. And this is why meditation is important. And this is why being present is important. So you can, know when you're starting to fall to hell. Shit's going to hell, man. Oh, no. No moment in your life needs to be hell. Miracles can be around every door, around every corner. One person, Paul's dead. No, he's not. Look at that. He didn't even need no Narcan. So everything in your life is perspective. Allow the light to come in. Allow the lightness. You're feeling light. To take over. Whenever you're feeling heavy, spend some time alone. Get some time in nature. Eat some lighter food. Don't eat such dense food. Eat a cow. That's going to weigh you down. And eating meat isn't bad either. It's all perspective. But the important thing is doing something. You don't have to do that per se. You could just smoke some reefer. And that's not good for everyone. Some people, that'll mess up their minds. Some people, they're like, oh man, I got in a car accident and my best friend died. That wasn't a good idea. Well, then that's not you following your higher self. Your higher self might be for you to meditate, to go on a run. But there's so many different realities, so many different perspectives. And each one of them is true. But knowing that every perception is true for the individual, what perception, what beliefs would serve you the most? And that's ultimately the question that we all have to ask ourselves. Is this serving me? To think that I have to work hard, to struggle, to think that there's no one out here to help me, to think that I'm alone. Or maybe I'm not alone. Maybe everything always works out for me. And then the more you say that, the more you lean into that energy, the more it's going to be true for you. And then again, you'll fall down. You'll have take too many plates and you'll crash. And you might identify temporarily like, oh, it's back again. But the true evolution is realizing that, and it's a refractionary period. Just like after you come, there's a refractionary period for some people. But when it comes to falling into moods, when it comes to falling in lower dimensions, the heavier stuff, it's the same thing. How long are you going to be down there before you get back up? How long are you going to allow Christ to be hung up on a cross? Just come back to life. Come back to life. Come back to light. Get out of the heaviness. Get out of the darkness, damn it. Light's right there, man. Just see it in the sky. So, hope this is useful for you guys. Just got these glasses today. Oh, yes, I am missing a thumb, just in case you guys aren't crazy. Who are you? Okay, well, this is Geronimo Man saying goodbye. Thank you. Come again. Yep, I'll see you around.